Hi, our group name is called the MACE Project, and our topic of investigation is an observational study on mental health and its possible correlation with the proximity with animals. So, our central question was, to what extent is mental health impacted by pets? Is there a significant difference in mental health between students who do and do not own pets? Which pet significantly impacts mental health the most? So, for some background, there has been quite a lot of evidence that states that having pets correlates with better mental health. According to NIH, interacting with animals have been shown to decrease levels of cortisol, which is a stress-related hormone, and lowers blood pressure. Pets, not only limited to dogs and cats, provide both companionship and unconditional love that positively impacts a person's mental health. Having pets also helps with setting a routine, as most pets require regular feeding and walking time. According to the Systematic Review on Companion Animals, pets offer companionship and unconditional love. Having a loyal and non-judgmental presence in one's life can alleviate feelings of loneliness, isolation, and depression. The bond formed with a pet can create a sense of connection and purpose. Another benefit of having pets is social support. Pets can serve as a social catalyst, helping individuals overcome social anxiety or isolation. Walking a dog or taking them to the park often leads to encounters and conversations with other pet owners, fostering a sense of community. Additionally, pets can provide a topic of conversation and a source of shared interest, making it easier for individuals to connect with others. Additionally, emotional support is another benefit of having pets. Pets can sense and respond to their owner's emotions. They provide comfort during difficult times, offering a listening ear and a source of emotional support.
One credible article we studied came directly from the American Psychiatric Association, also called APA, which was founded in 1844 and is the oldest medical association in the country. They conducted an experiment revolving around the effectiveness of having pets. The responders recognized that pets play many roles, from non-judgmental companions that they love to key partners in reducing their stress and anxiety. According to APA President Rebecca Brendel, people recognize that there is something special about bonds between humans and their pets. Mental health encompasses emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Pets can offer those crucial connections. In the experiment, about 31% of people did not own any pets. The reason was due to not being able to afford or take care of one. Although there are many barriers that keep people from having pets, contact with animals can still have positive impact on people's mental health even if they are not their pet. For example, seeing animals from zoos or shelters. We want to further explore the ways of how pets can help mental health, so we studied another article that came from the American Heart Association. First, pets can reduce work-related stress. Work-related stress for our experiment would be coming from school. Second, pets can help increase productivity. More productivity correlates to less stress if you get things done on time and by bonding with pets. Next, pets help manage anxiety, which is very easy to get, especially from our school, due to all the presentations and homework teachers assign. Fourth, pets can help people be more active. Physical activity correlates to reduced stress levels and the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter made in your brain that allows you to feel satisfaction and motivation. Additionally, pets provide a sense of togetherness, the feeling of someone always being by your side to make you happy. We took this research and applied it to students at Troy, who can get extremely stressed from all the rigorous classes the school offers and the mindset of always challenging yourself.
We surveyed 170 people from Miss Harper's Troy High School English classes, where all students are seniors. Although this may seem like a limited population, keep in mind that this way we can ignore demographic factors like age or location that might have skewed our results. Since not everyone owns a pet, we wanted to make sure that the voices of both pet owners and non-pet owners were heard equally. Because of this, we split our survey into two sections. The first section asked questions about the individual's current mental health and stress levels, as well as how much sleep they get per night on average. The next section depended on whether or not a person had a pet. If they answered yes, they would be asked to share which pet they have and how much time they spend with it on average, as well as whether or not they felt less stressed after interacting with their pet. If they answered no, they did not have a pet, then they would be asked to share another stress-relieving activity that they frequently turn to, and also indicate the change in their stress level before and after completing this activity. The dual sections allow us to see not only the effect of a pet on a pet owner's life, but also whether or not pets are a stronger source of comfort than other sources of stress relief. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, everyone's favorite section, data analysis. Of the 170 people who responded to our survey, 100 of them were pet owners, while 70 did not have a pet. This indicates that our sample population is split relatively evenly between the two groups, although there is a small bias in favor of those who have pets. For those who have pets, around 3/4 of them said that they spend between 0 and 4 hours with their pets on a daily basis. More staggeringly though, 88% of respondents stated that their pet has definitely affected them in a positive way. Moreover, 83% said that they feel far less stress after interacting with their pet. Many of those surveyed also commented on the benefit of pets in their lives. They noted that pets show constant love and affection for their owners and generally bring joy and happiness into their owners' lives. Respondents also reflected that because pets need to be taken care of and that a routine must be established in order to take care of them, pets serve as a grounding influence. On the other hand, for those who did not have a pet at home, 48.6%, a near majority, felt that having a pet would decrease stress levels. When asked to elaborate, respondents indicated that they occasionally felt lonely and would have benefited from the companionship that a pet would have provided. An interesting result to note from our survey is that when comparing the before and after stress-relieving effects of various activities, 75% of pet owners reflected that they felt significantly less stress after interacting with their pet, but only 48.6% of non-pet owners felt the same about their favorite stress-relieving activity. Of course, nothing in this world is truly perfect, and our survey is far from flawless. For example, although a few respondents said that they had more unusual animals like birds or turtles as pets, the vast majority of respondents indicated that they had dogs or cats. Thus, our data and conclusion are strongly biased towards those who have pets like cats or dogs. These animals are usually far more demonstrative and responsive than other common pet animals, like fish or snakes.
Of course, there are many further questions that could be explored about the relationship between pets and humans, so I will now be discussing two of them. Firstly, how has the bond between humans and animals changed over time? According to the Human-Animal Bond Research Institute, the human-animal bond is a mutually beneficial and dynamic relationship between people and animals that is influenced by behaviors that are essential to the well-being of both. It includes things like the emotional, psychological, and physical connection people have with animals and their environment. However, has that bond always existed between animals and humans? Yes, in fact, humans have always exhibited a fascination with animals. Going back to the earliest civilizations, hunter-gatherer societies provided numerous opportunities for human involvement and interaction with animals. Of course, in the beginning, humans used animals mostly to obtain resources, such as meats and skins. However, as humans formed closer bonds with animals that were docile, of a manageable size, and were able to meet the needs and wants of humans, were eventually permitted to join human encampments. These were the earliest domesticated animals, eventually serving more roles than simply animals for sustenance or labor. Thus, the perception of animals shifted from utilitarian to one of companionship, forming the concept of pets as commonly held today. Secondly, how does owning a pet shape the social perception of the pet's owners? Many articles and authors have commented on the dramatic effectiveness of animals to serve as bridges of social interaction. However, it's arguable that any activity which requires human-to-human interaction could serve as the basis of a long-term relationship. For instance, people could bond over a love of art rather than one of pets. So, does owning a pet actually significantly increase social connection? A predominant hypothesis is that people may form impressions or dispositional attributions concerning others on the basis of their association with animals. For example, Richard Nixon forestalled his political demise for 30 years by invoking the image of that Cocker Spaniel, the black and white dog named Checkers. To test this hypothesis, researchers showed subjects images of a scene with and without the presence of an animal. Overall, they found there was a general tendency to interpret people associated with pets in a more positive light than when the pictures lacked the animals. Now then, thank you so much for listening. This concludes our observational study on mental health and the potential correlation with proximity to animals. I hope you all learned about the significance of having a pet on one's health and will continue to have positive interactions with the animals around you.